Good evening and welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ. Glad to have y'all all out there on this Saturday night. Appreciate you being out there. We already got, let's see, Aussie Man, James Parker's out there. Chris Nealon. Michelle Marcoux. Lynn's Handcrafted Wood Signs, The Dad Cave, those are out there so far in just the beginning. So thank you very much for being out there in the chat. It's not too late. We're doing project picks, and they're your project picks, and some of the people on the panel have sent me project picks also, so that's great. But it's not too late to send your project picks in right now. I will be taking them all the way up till towards the end of the show. Matter of fact, I'll say, all right, don't send any more because I'm not going to be able to show them. But so if you got some project picks and didn't really notice what was going on or thought it was our project picks, know it's y'all's that y'all do. So send the pics in right now to me, and we will show what you are making. Before we get any further, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much for subscribing. And if you hit that little bell up there, it'll notify you anytime I post a video or anytime that we go live stream. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this video. I love thumbs ups and I appreciate it. And while I got a chance, let me talk about my sponsors. And they are Devobal Technologies for web design, development, and hosting. Visit devobal.com. FastCap, innovative products for professional woodworker. Go to fastcap.com. Rocker, 60 years in woodworking. Create with confidence. Visit rocker.com. Bearwood Supply Company, your best choice for hard to find woodworking supplies. Go to bearwood.com. Klingspor, the sanding specialist, woodworkingshop.com, and Seiko, the scroll saw specialist, Seiko.com. And before I forget, next week, the 18th, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, and hopefully I don't get an appointment to be Santa Claus next Saturday, because if they offer me enough money, we won't have a show. So I've been doing Santa Claus appointments, and that's going to be my project picks. I'm going to show some pictures tonight. But I've been doing Santa Claus appointments and having a great time doing that. And I'm trying to avoid Saturday nights as much as possible. But if somebody comes along and says, hey, we're going to give you a chunk of change and the money is there, I'm gone. I'm sorry. So, but and I want it also, if we are able to do the show next Saturday night on the 18th, it's the Christmas show. I'm going to have 3 prizes to give away. So we will give away 3 prizes on Saturday. And if we don't give them away on Saturday, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a New Year's party. January 1st is on a Saturday also. So therefore, if we don't give them away on the 18th, and I don't make it, we'll do it on the 1st. So you'll still get them. I got them. My sponsor sent me a few things to give away, so I've got them. More people are popping in. Lynn's already said Lynn's Handcrafted Wood Shop. That's all right. I'll say it again. Russ Meadows is out there. Brian Warner is out there. Carl Gentry. Dixon Hoffman. I wonder who that guy is.
Who's he?
Ooh, I'm out there.
They all popped in. Where's Mr. Al Forte tonight?
He took a day off.
In his honor.
Something about not
you
being able. He said something about
to him
bail
today?
money. I don't know what that's about.
Yep.
Oh, usually he tells me he's going to take the
He
day
put
off.
He put it in the chat.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was super busy this afternoon making ornaments for orders that I didn't get a chance to read the chat until like the last minute. So I kind of scanned through it. So I must have missed that. Yes, I am making and selling ornaments this Christmas for your Christmas tree, personalized ornaments. I even have doggy paw ornaments where you can put your dog's name in.
Isn't that kind of a conflict with your buddy Steve Good? Is there a big enough market for both of you?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of. Actually, I posted on my Facebook page that you haven't seen any of them things I've been making, like the door toppers and things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I posted on there, but I don't really advertise. Most of my advertising is by word of mouth. So I've been making stuff for a few years at Christmas time, and I have people contact me, and I make it for them. And then I've been posting those door toppers. Now those have been a hit. I don't have the one. Do you see the one with the reindeer and the Santa Claus that says "I saw that"?
Yes.
Yeah. So those are a hit. Let me tell you, everybody wants them because they hang them at the door and tell the kids Santa's watching you. See, he saw that. So yeah, those have made a real big hit. Plus, people talk about shameless self promotion. Hey, it's my channel. I can say anything I want. So, but personalized ornaments are a really big thing. Now, I used to scroll saw. I used to do it every year, but they were all scroll sawed. I'm upgraded. Now I've got a laser, so I can do twice as many. So what it used to take me like 20 minutes to do an ornament, I can do in 5 minutes on the laser. So,
but is it woodworking?
Yes.
Right, Chris?
I'm just saying.
I know you were thinking it. I could tell it. I could see
I want everybody just
another tool. I won't deny
zip
that.
it for 1 second. Just zip it for 1 second. I have to go to the store. I have to pick up the lumber so my hands touch it. I have to load it on the cart to get it out to my truck so my hands touch it. I have to load it in the back of my truck so my hands touch it. I have to unload it out of the back of my truck so my hands touch it.
Russ, your hands touch a lot of stuff during the day, but you don't call it woodworking.
About 2 seconds. I'll mute you in about 2 seconds if you don't be quiet. So I have to take it into my shop so my hands touch it. It has to be cut down to size so it'll fit in the laser so my hands touch it. I have to paint it before I can use it so my hands touch it. My hands have to put it in the laser. My hands have to turn the laser on. My hands have to take it out. My hands have to clean it. My hands have to package it. So if that ain't handmade, I don't know what the hell handmade is.
I didn't say handmade. I said, is it woodworking?
It doesn't matter if it's woodworking or not.
Okay, then it's just another tool. Then when you paint some woodworking, you gotta use your finger. You can't use a brush.
Can't use a brush, exactly.
You gotta use your finger.
And when you cut it, you can't use a power saw. You have to use a hand saw like Donald does.
But now I do something with the scroll saw. I also know how to do it with the coping saw if I have to.
Yeah, I can use a coping saw.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
I can, but
I won't deny it's a different tool. I
used to make all these ornaments by hand, and I still made a lot of them. But with the laser, it's just like I said, what takes me like 20 minutes to make an ornament, I can do in 5 minutes on the laser.
My only argument is that and I'm sure when they came up with a table saw, there was some old guy sitting on the side of the room saying, you know what, that ain't woodworking. I had to get a 2-man on a saw and split the board ourselves. You know, there's an argument there. But the new tools, the laser, the CNCs, they're just tools. I just think we're getting further and further away from the craftsmanship end of it. The art.
Well, I don't disagree with you, but I still do other stuff. It's not that I just do that.
I'm not going to kill Paul for throwing my name out there because I didn't bring it up. So.
But I still, matter of fact, I was just sitting there the other day and I went and pulled the cover off the lathe and was checking out the lathe and turned it on to make sure it worked and everything. So I'm going to, after the first of the year, I'm going to get back into turning some bowls and doing some stuff on the lathe.
Exactly. I was on
the lathe now. I'm concentrating on the ornaments and stuff that I'm selling because I'm making money off of it.
Sure,
this
I
is the
remember
best time of the
dying
year.
that part, you know. I
So-
was on the lathe the other day, and I'm covered in sawdust and chips, and so you know what?
Yeah.
This is woodworking. So,
Yeah, no.
I went to
yeah, I
turn
wanna
on
get
my
back
lathe
the-
and the start capacitor was bad.
I want to get back on doing some other stuff after the first of the year, other than the. But like I said, it's and Brian Warner corrected everybody. He said woodworking is simply working with wood. It didn't say what you had to do to it. You're just working with it. And
well, in
I'm
that
working.
case, I know some other things that we can call woodworking now. So.
Aussie Man said, "Hell, programming lasers is a trade in itself. I can't do it." Yeah, it's pretty good. We see, what is it? 12, maybe 12 minutes into the show. Not even 12, is it? Yeah, about 12 minutes into the show.
10:58.
We've already hit 100 messages
Nice.
in the chat. So we're
Nice.
doing good. Already 100 people. 100 people have chatted.
They like us.
But anyway.
Oh my God.
But I have a good time, and I have a good time doing the Santa thing. So enough about me. Brenda, where can we find you?
You can find me about any place on the internet. If you look for Brenda G's Designs, I have a Facebook page. I got a YouTube channel. Over on my YouTube channel, I do some comedy. I've got a lot of craft videos up. And I do a live stream there on Thursday nights with a fella named Matt Haas. The name of the show is Mind Equals Blown. And it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'd love it if you'd join us. Goes for about an hour. And a lot of times we give stuff away there on the show. So hope everybody can join us.
Real quick, we are monitoring Facebook and Twitch, and we have Jeff Walsma over on Facebook, and also Brian Warner on Facebook. Big shout out to those two for being over on Facebook. Thank you very much. Haven't seen anybody from Twitch yet, but we usually get some people over on Twitch. Oh, Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodworking has made it with us. What was I wanting to say? I forgot my train of thought. Anyway, go ahead, Chris. Tell us where we can find you.
Hey guys, Chris here from the Old Cranky Workshop. Find me YouTube and Facebook. Just dropped a new video last week. Hope people enjoyed it. Please watch it. I could use the counts. And if you don't find me in those places, look at the Irish Pub in Punta Gorda, Florida. You'll find me there. So,
Donald.
Hey, I'm Donald Matthews. My YouTube channel is Donald Vlogifies Woodshop. I've got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find that on my YouTube channel. And I've got a website called redneckknowhow.com that I rarely update because I'm lazy.
Cool. Paul.
Paul Corliss, Paul's Messy Workshop. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. I got a website, but it's not that I'm lazy. It's I can't figure the stupid thing out half the time. So I'm also here, even though Russ doesn't always seem to be happy I'm here, but I'm here. So thanks, Russ.
You're welcome. I love you. You're just a pain in the ass.
I know it, and I think about this all day Saturday and what I can
bet
do
you.
to
I
disrupt
think
the
you
show.
do. I think there's you and a couple of others to do that exact same thing. You think about ways to aggravate the hell out of me on the show.
In
Danny.
fact, when I was talking to Al today, I said, "Who am I going to tag team with?"
Dan Inge said if you make something out of popsicle sticks, it's still woodworking.
Yep, you're dealing with wood.
I agree with you. Dan. Dixon.
Hi, I'm Dixon Hoffman. You can find me at hoffmansignsanddecals.com on my website.
And last but not least,
That's it.
Jim.
Hi, Jim Bashir's Driveway Workshop. I am doing this with an iPad and a phone tonight. So if the camera goes like this, you know
and a
what
bottle of
happened.
bourbon.
Yeah, a bottle of 100 proof bourbon. So
Woo! That'll put hair on your chest.
Hey, Russ, before we go further, congratulations to Navy on their win today.
Oh, cool. Yeah. They did
Navy
win.
beat Army the way it should
Yep.
be.
Yeah. I have a few friends that have been in the Navy, and I have a kid that he hung around all my sons and practically lived here in our house all the time. He was always here with my boys. They were all friends. And when he got out of high school, he joined the Navy. Corey went into the Marines, and he went into the Navy. And his name's Nick. They live up in north. I'm not sure where they're at up north, but he's up there on the military base. He chose to make a career out of it. Corey did his time and got out of there. So
Well, as most Marines,
Brian Warner wants you to know, Chris, that the Navy ain't played Air Force yet.
Air Force.
Uh,
Air Force has got a great record. They've never left a plane up there. So.
Brian Warner said he's hoping to get a CNC this year. Brian, look at Digital Wood Carver. That is the CNC I would recommend. Their prices are well within a lot of the others, but you get a lot of perks with Digital Wood Carver. Lainey Shaughnessy does the teaching classes for Digital Wood Carver. Now, when you bought a Digital Wood Carver, if you needed help assembling and everything, they used to fly him to places and give classes and help you put it together and everything. So with COVID going on, I think that has ceased. I don't think he's doing that anymore. But he definitely is giving classes online all the time using Vetric software. That's still going on. But all the perks, they're, from my understanding, they're training and them helping you. And also, if something's wrong, getting it fixed is impeccable service for Digital Wood Carver. Matter of fact, that is the CNC that I'm going to purchase. It will be, I thought I was going to have it by Christmas, but there's some things that came up that I'll just wait until after the first of the year now, but not unless they run a sale and knock a whole bunch off for a Christmas sale.
Is he still working for them? Because I see now he's got a new channel out, Build It. And
yes. No,
I just wondered if maybe he went on to something better.
Nope, he's still working for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he still does training classes I think just about every night.
Yeah, he does do, but I didn't know if that was for them or that was just.
Yes, that is for, they're paying him to do those classes. And
are they? Okay.
Yeah. So.
Nice guy.
Like I said.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Go to the place and help the people with the machine. I don't think they do that anymore. When COVID came out into 2020, I think they ceased and desist that. So I think what he's doing now is taking the place of it. And I think he's one of those people that if you have a problem and you call, you can get on the line with Laney, in other words, and he'll talk you through it. You know what I'm saying? So he's one of those people also on that about how to put it together or how you do this. Or
so far in my CNC career, I found out that the problem is not the CNC is that hard to work because it's very simple to operate. It's designing stuff in the software that is the problem.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
That's why I designed with this.
Real quick, Brian, all CNCs like that are going to be kind of expensive. I'm not saying that I was wanting a bigger one, but right now, since I've got the laser and everything, and I'm getting the smaller one. I've got the other CNC that I had would do things like 24 by 32, somewhat like that, or 24 by 36 or something in that capacity. I think it was only 32 or 34. But anyway, my point is I never took up the whole bed space in making everything that I made. I made signs for people, but my biggest signs were like 16 by 18, or,
wow.
They were never that big. So therefore I'm thinking to myself, why buy the bigger one for now? I might want to get one later on, but why buy the bigger one for now? Just get the smaller one, which is around $2,000, and use it to make stuff that I want to make and sell. And then later on down the road, I can sell that and buy the bigger one.
And you already got the software.
Yeah, I already own the Spire. I've had a Spire for years.
Yeah,
So,
if you want to make a sign twice as big, you put a registration mark on it and slide it down. That's all you
yeah,
gotta do.
I don't remember. Let me look just real quick. How big the
I built a 4x8 foot one, and then I shrunk it down to 24 by 32. And if you want to make something twice that big, you just put a registration mark on it, and you got a board screwed down to it, and you just slide it down and continue on with
Yeah,
the
just
with the
tile it.
program. Yep.
Yeah. Mine does 32 by 32, and I don't think I've ever used even a quarter of the
No, there's
bed
a
on
sweet
that thing.
there's a sweet spot, and everybody wants to build a 4x8 foot one. Well, even the plasma cutter's 4x8 foot, and then they find out half the machine's never used.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is Digital Wood Carver. This is their mini. Now, since I have the software, this is only going to be about $2,000 for me, a little over $2,000. So that's what they're knocking off of the machine.
And that does 18 by 24 by 4 inches tall.
Exactly. That's all I need for right now.
Yeah, and
That's
if you
all I
have a Spire or V-Carve Pro, so you already know the software, use that software so you don't have to learn all the new software if software comes with the CNC.
This eagle right here that they're showing on this thing, I've made those before on the other CNC, the piece of crap orange CNC. But yeah, see how that is? That's all I need right there. That's perfect. And for a little over $2,000, since they're knocking off the software, that's it. I'm getting it. I'm buying. I'm telling you, after the first of the year, I'm going to have it. The next one is up is the 24 by 45 inches. And then you can go on up to the 4-axis, which is the one that has the side. It's like a how you want to put it, a rotary axis or whatever.
Yeah, it's a 4th axis.
Yeah, where you can turn spindles and stuff with it. Now that one's 5,190. So, but you get the mini, the 3, and the 4-axis. So I'm getting the mini after the first of the year. It's going to be mine.
It's your Christmas present to you, huh?
Yeah. Well, some things come up, so, and I was going to go ahead and order it and everything. And I'm like, I just don't have enough. If it came in, to be honest with you right now, if I had ordered it and it came in, I probably wouldn't even be able to put it together or mess with it until after the first of the year. I'm so busy. So why not just wait until after the first of the year and order it? And it's not like something that I got to have tomorrow. Everything I'm selling right now is laser. Everybody's wanting those Christmas ornaments and personalized stuff. So the laser is handling the job. So
Russ, you just got to build an extension onto the shop.
Yeah. Actually, no. When I get rid of that piece of orange crap, it'll fit right in that place. Right in this place. It'll fit in there snug as a bug on a rug.
And if somebody buys a CNC or something and they don't want to learn the learning curve on the new software in the CAD part of it, I mean, if you go to, what is that, 3D Wave, or you could buy all the 3-dimensional files you want all day long, cheap. They're not that expensive, and just run them on the CNC of all these.
Right.
Yeah. But going back to what Paul was saying, you're using somebody else's art then. You're not creating your own.
You're not creating your own.
Yeah, but you can still make it for yourself.
Oh yeah, sure you can. Yeah.
And sometimes, and let me tell you, sometimes by doing that, you actually learn. So, it's not a bad thing, but yes, you can't, you got to be careful about making it and selling it, because then you can get in trouble. 2 things real quick. Ryan Warner said that one would be the perfect size for me. I'm glad that. And then we have the Dutchman's Wood Shack. He's from Geneva, Illinois. I believe he's new. I don't believe it. I've seen him out there before. If he hasn't been here that much. But hello, Dutchman's Wood Shack.
He's a new
I'm glad to hear that you're here and have internet, because didn't Illinois is one of those states that got hit by the tornado?
By one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just north of St. Louis, Missouri is where.
Yeah, that was way down south. He's up in the north part of the state.
Did you guys ever hear of designbundle.net? Now it's real simple to take any kind of like for instance, Russ making Christmas ornaments. It's you can design your own, but if you go to designbuilders.net, or what is that? Let's see. Yeah, designbundles.net, and for like $2 and $3, you can get over 500 ornaments all done. You just throw them on the laser.
Yeah.
It's crazy what you could get. I'm just talking about the people that if they don't want to learn CAD, it's a process. You go to these certain websites and it's crazy what you can get for $2 and $3.
Oh yeah, and it's the same thing with 3D modeling. Thingiverse.
Yep.
There's tons of crap on there for free. People are making it and just putting it up there for free. A couple other things says Austin said the CNC he wants is 300K. So he'll be saving about 200 years to buy it. Yeah. So just going back through Jim Dockrell's out there. I hadn't seen him. He's come on here. So
The Dutchman's Wood Shack is Jeff Walsma.
oh, okay. I didn't know he went by that. I should have remembered from him being on the show, but hey, if you put all my brains in a flea's behind, it'd rattle like a BB in a boxcar. So yeah. All right, and that's all for that. All right, so I guess let me get this set up here. Yes, I got your pictures, Chris Ahern.
Yeah, I sent you a second one with some additional pictures.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I do see that. All right. So I think it was either Leonard Davis.
I don't care how old you are. If you can't laugh at the cartoon Grinch,
I know. I love the Grinch. Leonard Davis or Rick St. Louis. Anyway, the last time we did a show, somebody sent me some pics, and it kind of come in at the last minute, and I overlooked it or didn't see it. And I think it was either Rick St. Louis, because those were the last two, or Leonard Davis. I'm going to show them first. But anyway, let me get set up here where I can get this done. First off, I'm going to, we're going to try this. I'm going to do the solo layout. Then I'm going to
want to be on the full screen.
Share screen. I'm going to try this to see I'm going to try this to see if the pictures come out full screen.
Paul, help them out.
Nope, they still don't come out full screen, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter either way I go. So this is not wanting to lock all taskbars. There we go. So now I can do the share screen. This stupid share screen thing is right in the way of where I got to click. There we go. All right. Did it come up?
See your email.
Yep. This is my email. This is what everybody
getting there.
Yep. So the first one, like I said, either Rick St. Louis or Leonard Davis sent me some pictures on the last one we did, and I didn't show them. So I'm going to show these for them. So this is a wedding plaque that he made, I believe it is. This is Rick St. Louis.
That's nice.
Yes, it is. Very, very nice.
Is that a birth date on it or a wedding date? Or
that's a wedding plaque.
Cool.
Yep, that is a wedding plaque. That's very, very nice. I'm supposing that's the tree of life. Megan and Justin got married.
Is that so he
Mhm.
remembers the anniversary?
Don't knock those signs like that.
And this is Leonard Davis. Hey, the first thing that I learned from my father was when you get married, if you don't know nothing else, there's two things that you got to know: your wife's birthday and
Yep.
your anniversary.
That's why
If you know those two things, you can get out of a hell of a lot of trouble.
I
And
got mine
need
grouped
to know
together
the
within days of each other.
you need to
All
know
right.
the date, not the age.
Yeah, I said the date. But this is pretty cool. This is scroll saw. I love the framework.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm sure that he purchased that. I don't think he made that, but it's still,
Okay.
regardless, it was a nice choice of framework. It looks good. And then this is the other one.
Wow. Look at the detail on that.
Sweet.
Yeah, a lot of detail, a lot of detail. Now this is scroll. Yeah, this is not laser. This is scroll saw. Yeah, this is not laser. This is scroll saw. Nice work, nice work. Those two came from November 27th, and I think one of them, those were the ones I had. Now this is the ones that Leonard just put in. This is, yeah, that's the tree of life. I guess he's fixing to work
Starting a
on.
new one, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh nice. That's pretty good size.
Yes, it is.
Is it done in pieces or is it a gigantic scroll saw?
I don't know.
Or maybe some parts are done.
Or maybe
with a jigsaw.
or maybe he's using something other than a scroll saw for this.
That's
Because I see he has a little tool on the table. Leonard, if you're out there, comment on what you made this with.
Wonder if that was done with the jigsaw handheld.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
That's cool.
So comment out there, Leonard. Tell us what you made. Oh, that's pretty.
Ooh, that's
I
nice.
really did that.
I love looking at other people's work because it's jogs your brain for ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, I don't know how he did that, the look that he's got there.
Yeah, the darker tree trunk. I wonder if this is the light or.
Yeah, I'm wondering because it looked
no.
like, yeah, I'd like to know that. I thought
He
Leonard
said he did
Davis
it
was
on
out.
his DeWalt.
Yeah, on my DeWalt, he says. So
Okay.
it's scroll saw.
Wow.
Yeah, then it looks like he carved into the part of the tree. Carved it
Yeah.
on top. That looks nice on the bark.
Really nice. So
Yeah.
he did that on his DeWalt scroll saw. So wow, okay, great. Yeah, I think did you use the Dremel to make those marks in the tree trunk and everything?
Where is it? There it is. His grandson's.
So we'll find out from that. Next is Jared Farnsworth. He sent these two in. Oh, Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer. It's a bottle opener. Notice that on the end.
The hammer of truth.
Yep. Yep.
If you're worthy.
Yep. He just posted DeWalt scroll saw, Dremel on the rest. Well, that is fantastic work.
Nice.
It turned out
That's
great.
great.
This is awesome, though. The Thor's hammer with a beer opener on the end of it. I like that. That's pretty doggone cool. All right.
Great for home. Doesn't work too well out at the pub, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they'd let you take it into a pub. Bill Ossiman. Oh, that's pretty. That is very pretty. That's an ornament? It looks like it has a hook at the top, or is that just
how tall is that?
Yeah.
I wish there was something in for scale.
Yeah, he's got hooks and all. It's got to be pretty, like a couple of foot tall, or it's got hooks on all the eaves here to hang ornaments on. But it has, I guess that's a star or something at the top too.
Come on, Ozzy. How tall is it, Ozzy? Looking for the answer.
There's another project he's working on that looks like a bowl.
Looks like a bundt cake pan.
Sometimes people, and it actually adds very much stability to the bowl, and you'd be surprised by leaving this.
That's how I do my deeper one.
Yeah.
Yeah. By leaving this center piece in to turn, it helps adds to big time stability. And at the end, you just remove the I forgot what you call it, but the end of this pull the end of the lathe away, and then just take this out.
I did it that way once. I wish I recorded it, but about halfway down that stem broke off on me, and so I just concaved it a little bit more, and I used a racquetball. I put a racquetball in the center.
Oh yeah.
Just to help steady everything, and it worked fine. I got to finish the bowl. So.
Aussie Man said it was 10 inches tall.
Oh wow!
This tree is 10 inches tall.
Cool. I thought it was bigger, but that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it is. It looks nice. What's the material? Because it doesn't look like wood.
No, it looks like a 3D printed in sections, but I think
I know. What's the material?
Wood. Could be wood.
Brenda sent these in. Hey. Oh, I like. Wasn't that? Isn't she on one of the planes?
I think so.
Yeah. That's one of the bathing beauties.
Yep.
B-52.
Now those are tile, slate.
Those are stone.
Stone. Okay.
Coasters.
Yeah, they're coasters.
Wow. Going back, Aussie Man said that's wood and it's painted. Wow. Don't look like it, but that's cool. I like that. Is that painted on, Brenda?
Yes. Painted and baked.
Wow. You do an awesome job.
Thank you.
Those are nice.
I mean, I can't paint that good. Oh, I love it. Snowman. Love the snowman. And these are up for sale, correct?
I haven't got them on Etsy, but if you're interested, get in contact with me.
Okay. So if you see something you like, either the babes in bathing suits or the snowmen, or what the hell is this? A pig?
It's a pig with a beanie.
It's a pig with a beanie.
A pig with a beanie. Okay. And I thought I'd seen everything.
Everybody has a different taste.
Oh, yes, they do.
Art is in the eye of the beholder.
Brian Warner says he likes my Santa key. Yes, I'm going to go get that. Well, if I got enough time, because there's something else I'm going to talk about. All right, that's from Brenda. This is Chris Neeland. Oh, look what Chris Neeland has.
What am I looking at?
You know what those are?
No clue.
Those are lasers.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe that's a laser. Chris Neeland, did you get a laser?
He's going to mount it on his Starship.
Yeah, I mean, mine says that right there, USB on my laser. These are from our friend Chris Ahern. How big are those, Chris? Because when in the first picture you put, I thought they were like 2 foot big.
No, no, not 2 foot. Probably about 4.5, 5 inches tall.
Really, I thought they were bigger than that too.
Yeah, maybe a tad bigger, but
right.
Just hanging on the ropes.
They're at least 6 inches tall, in other words.
At least 6, yeah. But if not a little shorter.
That's nice. I love those. You see, now you turned those, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the reason I said I wanted to get back on my lathe. See, because that would be so cool to turn.
And that was just scrap pine, and the centerpiece was a piece of balsa I had. I had to knock it out quick. I didn't have time to monkey with it. I figured pine will turn fast. And
but they're like perfect. They look like dead burn light bulbs. Christmas light bulbs.
I just roughed it too. I didn't even bother with a pattern or anything. I just eyeballed it. So.
Yeah, see, in that picture, it's kind of deceiving because I thought they were a lot bigger.
Yeah, they do look bigger in that one. But we did a club party today, and I needed to get them done, so I knocked them out last night. So, but it came out pretty good.
Sweet.
And then that's your newest who.
That's one of the newest twos. Yep.
Yeah.
There's another
Now,
email
what
with
the
another one.
heck is he? What is the chains and what is the thing at the top? I ain't figured that out yet.
According to Dr. Seuss, those are Ting Tinglers.
The Ting
Ting
Tinglers.
Tinglers. Yep.
Okay. I'll take your word for that.
You got to be into Dr. Seuss and foods.
They wouldn't tingle my tang, but that's okay.
Giant bells on his ankles. That's what they are.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, whatever you say. Donald Matthews sent a couple. Oh, yeah, I seen
Whoa.
these.
Yeah, I like
Nice.
those.
Very nice.
What's the Christmas tree made out of? Pine, let me guess,
Pine.
Donald? Yeah.
Pine is just a scrap piece of pine I had. I was playing with.
Yeah, I saw the niches take, the gouges or what you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That it came out of it. But and so that's the first thing I thought it was pine.
Donald, are those snowmen turned down from 2x4s or just glued up pine boards?
There's a couple of them there that was from a big chunk of 4x4
Okay.
pine that I had,
Yeah.
and the other 4x4 Douglas fir.
Okay, cool. Those are neat.
Douglas fir's not too bad to turn. It's soft.
And this one is where I'd run out of wood, and I glued two pieces of 2x6 together and cut a blank out of it.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the way the grain, you could tell where it was split, so I just
Yeah.
made heaven and hell out of it.
It's amazing how creative you can get when you're running out of materials. Huh?
That's pretty cool.
That's actually the only one that I've
I
actually
think
painted.
it's funny. The reason being is when you glued them together and you were like, all right, how can I hide that these two pieces are, it's two pieces, in other words, and you come up with the heaven and hell. That's like, that to me is funny as hell.
I like it. That's pretty
I
cool.
won't do no more, but I hated wasting that. I mean,
And there's the other.
The Who chef. I wasn't happy about the face. I got to redo the face, but
it's I can see what you're saying, but I mean, I love it still.
Yeah, thanks.
Your artwork is always amazing, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah, he Paul's right, because I see some of the painting, and you have like when you do the parrots and you do the other stuff that you do. You have a good knack, not only for the woodworking, but you have a good knack for painting.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, really.
When
good
they're laying flat, it's I didn't get the eyeball, the face, and the mouth right. It looked good when it's laying flat. When I stood it up, it looked wrong.
Yeah,
so,
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
and in my old mailbox.
But I mean, I like how you put the menu down there.
Yep, you look closely. It says roast beast.
Yep, roast beast. And then we have the other two.
Another who with his horn, and
I like that one with the
horny who.
Horny who.
That's the big one is from Packing Crate Plywood.
Really?
Yeah, my neighbor got a big piece of appliance delivered back when we lived in Mass, and he had these giant crates in his driveway. I said, "What are you gonna do with that?" Because I'm gonna throw it away. I said, "Oh no, you're not."
Now, what are those held up with? Just they got a piece of conduit that goes down, or
they're just what I use. I had some old oak flooring boards, so I cut down.
Made stakes out of them. You can see them.
Oh,
yeah. I zip tied them to the stakes.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, you can see the stakes if you look real close.
Right. Yeah, you can't even see if you look close. But the big one is two pieces. So, and there's the original Who's that when I first started doing these things.
Those are
great.
That
Cindy Lou? Is that Cindy Lou Who?
That's Cindy Lou and Lou Who, her father, and the Grinch.
Cool.
They need a fresh coat of paint on ours. Oh yeah, and that's
all right.
Meow. I've done three of these so far, and I'm working on an order for another one right now.
Meow.
There's also I didn't take a picture of the dog one. There's a dog that fits on the front.
So. Looks good.
Yeah, they came out okay. I'm happy with it.
You scrolled those?
Yep. I wore out the blade, that's for sure. So.
wore out the blade.
Russ, Dan Engie wants you to know that he has just sent you an email as well.
I think this is his right here.
Yeah, it looks like it was.
Oh, cool. So I'm assuming that this is a bathroom remodel, Dan, if this is yours.
Hey, I got that shower chair.
Yeah, I'm assuming that that's what this is a bathroom. Oh,
Oh, wow.
I would say it is definitely a bathroom remodel.
Man.
We saw the after before the before.
Wow. Yeah.
I lived that. I know that, Dan. I know it too.
Oh,
well.
my bathroom was in a mess too. I had the same thing that my son-in-law had. The toilet leaked around this through the wax ring, but you didn't notice it. It didn't come out. It stayed underneath the toilet, which basically I said, between your fat ass and my fat ass, because my fat ass was on my toilet, and he's not any smaller. He's 300 pounds right now, probably. And with sitting on those toilets, it's a wonder we didn't go through the floor.
Well, when the floor starts squeaking.
Yeah. So I did notice mine starting to rock a little bit, and that's the reason I checked it, and that's the reason I remodeled my master bath. Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
That's nice.
When we did ours back in Mass, I hired it out. I just didn't have the time to do it myself. He waited till I got home to show me what he called the Jesus nail. It was one nail holding the tub in the air.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing for now and go back to the live cam if I can find it.
We're live.
The live cam. So we're running we got about 10 or 15 minutes. I can take a few more if you want to go ahead and send them in. If not, that's okay. I understand. Don't forget about next week. I'm really going to plan on trying to have the show. If I get any things, I'll try to do them in the afternoon and be here that night. I'm really going to try. But I've got 2 or 3 things that I can give away for Christmas. Oh, I know what it was. I wanted to show. All right, so let me go over here and do this.
You heard it here, folks. Next week he's giving away a 1978 Chrysler Cordoba.
With Corinthian leather.
Exactly.
All right, this is what I have done. Some of the stuff this last week.
Jimbo wants to know if you got his pictures.
No, I did. I'll go back and look and see before I get off here after I do this. All right, so I have a new. Is this showing up?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, I have a new Facebook page that I put out. It's called Santa Rush Claus, and yes, I portray Santa, and I do it for parties and stuff like that. So I do stuff also for nonprofit organizations. I was contacted by someone that I know who saw this and asked me a couple of weeks ago if I did stuff for, nonprofit organizations. And I said, sure, I like to do stuff for those. I'll do it all the time. I have actually never turned one down that has asked me. But this is the first one that I've ever done with animals. When she first called me, she said, it's the Polk County Bully Project. Well, I was thinking about kids that have been bullied. And I'm thinking, I'm serious. That's the first thing that come to my mind, Polk County Bully Project. So I'm thinking like, yeah, I'll do it for these kids, no problem or whatever. But when she got to talking, I'm like, whoa, just a second. The Polk, I said, are these animals, dogs? And she goes, yeah, pit bulls. And I'm like, oh, okay, because I didn't realize that. And where do you send the pictures? No, Brian Warner, it's not at Russ at Simply Wooden Creations. It's contest at simplywoodencreations.com. Contest at simplywoodencreations.com. That's where you send the pics. So anyway, to make a long story short, I went and did it. I spent 2 or 3 hours there. I'm taking a guesstimate somewhere between 30 to 40 dogs.
Wow.
Yeah. And so this is one of the little guys that I saw. I posted a picture of it. And I remember him well because to get him to sit up there beside me, I was having to give him treats. And as soon as I would take my hand away, he wouldn't look at the camera. He looked down at my hand like, all right, where's the next one? And you know what I'm saying? And they're all sitting there doing squeaky toys and yelling his name and everything, trying to get him to look at the camera. Hell, he's looking at my damn hand. So I was like, all right. So I'd give him another treat, right? And so guess what? Since my hand went down, he looked straight at the hand. So I just thought this was funny. And I put the little caption in there myself, which is, "You're not fooling me. I know you have a treat in that hand," because that's what he was doing. I'm like, he just kept on. He knew that they were in their hand, and that's all his concern was.
Mm-hmm.
So they did it pretty good. The photographer that took them was a professional photographer. He brought a green screen, and we had this bench with the poinsettias on the side, and it was really nice. And he took them back, and then took out the green screen and put a Christmas background. But yeah, I saw between 30 and 40 dogs. This is some other parties and events. Oh, this is my new thing. This is my living room, and that's my Santa chair. This is my new thing. It's called Woodworking Santa. Al instinctively PM'd me and said, "That's Lumberjack Santa."
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
Yep, I am a lumberjack and I'm okay. So, but that's lumberjack. But I call it Woodworking Santa. I found this flannel shirt. I looked online and found a pair of red jeans. These are red jeans. The only size I could get to fit my fat butt and waist was way too long. So I have a seamstress in Mulberry, which is she's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes from me. And I took them to her and I said, "Can we get these taken up where I can?" And so she did them for me. And that's just, I found this shirt at like Belk's or whatever. And as soon as I saw it, I said, "Oh, I got to have that." And it fits me. And then I put the white suspenders, I have black boots and my Santa hat. And this is our living room. This is the backdrop. Matter of fact, I put the chair there. This is my chair. I own it. I call it my Santa chair. This is going to be on a few days before Christmas. We do Christmas cookies. All the kids come over and the grandkids come over and we all make cookies. We start at 4 or 5 o'clock as soon as they can get here at 4 o'clock and stay up till 9 or 10 o'clock at night making cookies. And the kids are decorating cookies left and right and whatever. Well, this year I've set this up and we're going to do Santa Claus pictures with me. Mm-hmm. We have so many grandchildren that there's a fireplace over here to my right, and the mantle is probably about 4 foot long. It's a small fireplace. There's no way we're getting 16 grandchildren on that fireplace. So I made these. I made them look like candy canes. Put the stripes on them. And they will actually hold, I think each one of them will hold 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. Anyway, stockings. And so right now we're running, and this is all grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I think we're running 16.
Ooh.
Yeah, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Now,
so you made room for more, did you?
Yes, I made room for more. Yeah. At the time when I made this, we only had 14. We've gained 2 that quick. So, and now this years ago was me and my wife's. I like Tony Stewart. This is my Tony Stewart stocking, and she liked Casey Kane. We watched NASCAR all the time together. So that's her Casey Kane, and that's my Tony Stewart. That was back when Tony Stewart was with Home Depot. So that's their stockings, and each of the
He worked
kids
at Home
had
Depot?
Huh?
He worked at Home Depot?
No, he drove. His
I'm
sponsor
kidding.
was Home
I'm
Depot.
kidding.
His car was number 20 Home Depot. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. And then this was the funny one of them all. All these dogs in one family. Okay.
Oof.
Yes.
That's
And
the one I saw on Instagram.
yeah,
Yeah.
can you see? This is a little tiny pug right here with me. Does my mouse show on the? It doesn't show, does it?
I see it.
Okay. Well, all
I
right.
didn't notice the bug until you pointed them out.
Yeah, that's a little tiny pug sitting there, right? And the lady walked up with him and said, she was holding him, and she goes, "Oh, he'll sit right there beside you. He loves to be held." So she set him down there, and I put my hand on him and like lifted him up, and by God, he sat there and just had a great time. This one sitting here, he was the calmest one of the ones that they had. They put him up here first on the bench, and he sit there and didn't have no problems. This one right here by my knee, he come up there and sit down, and I had treats in my hand. I gave him a little treat every once in a while, and he stayed there. The other two, they had to coax and get in concern. Matter of fact, the Popeye Pit Bull, I call him Popeye Pit Bull, this one over here, he just would not stay. So the owner sit right down there with him and put his hand on his collar and made him sit there. And then the cameraman called out 1, 2, 3. And when he said 3, the guy jerked his hands back and they snapped the picture. So, but all 1, 2, 3, 4, and the little pug, 5 dogs are in the same family. And I put, when you're a pug among bullies, but still a family. So I got that one. And then this is me at the Bully Project. This is every dog that's in the there has a stocking. People brought, not only did they had to pay to take pictures with me, and 100% of all donations went to the Bully Project. I didn't get paid for this at all. It's pro bono. I did not get paid anything for this. I did it for them.
Portal Woodworks gave you a super chat?
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, David. I believe it's David, right? David Jones?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. So they filled people that came to take pictures, not only paid to take a picture with me, but also brought stuff and just filled They was so much, they just laid it down there in front. They had so much stuff that they brought for the dogs. And this is a friend of mine, Catherine's little dog. I think this is Henry. I got a couple of pictures with him. But yeah, these are all the.
He looks like a beagle.
And yes, I had to stand a chair there, and this guy wouldn't get out of it.
He knows who's in charge. It's him.
Well, this is another one. And see the green screens? You can see now. Yeah, they brought in a professional photographer to take these pictures with me. That's the Popeye bug. Yeah, they thought at first he would sit there beside me, and they kept on trying to coax him. It just as she'd give him a treat, he'd sit there and eat the treat. As soon as the treat was gone, I was holding his collar, but he was gone. There was no way I was going to hold him.
He was done with you.
Yep. As soon as he'd eat the treat, he was gone. And then I tried to give him a treat and get him to stay there, and that wasn't going to work. There's the one I was talking about. See how he's looking down at my hand?
Mm-hmm.
So these are some of the pictures of what we did. Oh, my caption for this was it was Harvey, not Henry. Harvey came to meet with Santa and try out as a reindeer. Yep, he wanted to become a reindeer. And I believe that's Jingles. That's her name. Yep, there he is. This guy could have put a saddle on him and rode him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Did you sit on
Some
his lap?
people, all right, this is what we did. The photographer was on a schedule, and when it came time, he left. Well, some of the people showed up late, and out of the generosity of my heart, they did have another background, and they threw it up on the fence. And I sit down in the chair and said, "Come on, we won't let you go without taking pictures. If you have a phone, start snapping pictures." So these were done after the photographer left by the people that showed up a little late, and we just took pictures with their phone. But this guy, oh, look at the little Christmas tree on top of his head. And then this is inside the project where all the dogs. This is what the funny thing about it is. All right, I have a belt. So I had taken off my coat, and I was wanting to take a few pictures so I put my coat back on, and I said, "Hey," I handed this lady the phone and said, "Can you take a few pictures of me with the project so I can post them and talk more about the project?" And she says, "Yes." The belt is hanging off my back. If you look right here, you can see it, right? Ain't one of these women said a thing about you don't have your belt on, and it's hanging off my back, and they're just snapping pictures. And I'm like, after I saw this, I was like, now that looks really stupid. I don't have my belt on. But none of them, they saw me. I turned my back to them to walk in the door. You think they would say, "Hey, say Santa, your belt ain't on." And this is a fox. I don't remember the name, but it is a real, he's like a long-haired, long-eared, big-eared something fox. And I took pictures with him. He actually let me hold him, and I got pictures with him. Somebody brought. He's very tame. He's like a pet. So, yeah, see, nobody told me. See, you can see my belt's hanging down back here. Nobody told me I didn't have my belt on.
Well, they figured you was grown, man.
Well,
I didn't tell you your pants is unzipped either.
Yeah, I guess. So that was the thing that I did this past weekend, and I'm trying to figure out how the heck to get back with the Polk County Bully Project. Had a good time. They raised I believe they raised over $800, and plus all the other stuff that they got of people taking pictures and all the extra stuff that they got to feed the dogs. Some people bought just big bags of dog food and gave. So had a great time.
Cool.
And I do pro bono, in other words, projects for all kinds of people. I've done them for the Polk County Sheriff's Department. I've done it for Polk County Fire Department. Several other places that I have done portrayed Santa for them for free. The one, I got to tell you this real quick story. A few years ago, I don't remember exactly when I was doing it for the Sheriff's Department. This one little Hispanic boy, he was so cute. I've got pictures of him, by the way. He was just impatient, wanting to see me. I could see him over there sitting on the table, just wanting to see me. So when they called his name and he come up and took his picture, oh man, he was just so excited. I gave him his present. He's sitting on my lap, little boy, probably 3, maybe 4 years old, probably kindergarten age, just so excited. My heart just melted. Oh, as I'm coming in, they brought me in on the SWAT vehicle. And as I'm coming in on the SWAT vehicle, he's running down the fence yelling, "Santa, Santa, Santa," waving at me. That's what first got my attention. He's just running down the fence. And so anyway, and as soon as I got off the SWAT vehicle, he comes running up and attaches himself to my leg. I mean, just wraps himself on my leg. So anyway, so we take the pictures. Well, he runs over there. So I've got kids that are taking pictures with me, and he's patiently waiting. Well, one of the persons they wanted to take the picture took a little too long, and he come running up and hopped on my lap and held the prize up, or the present up, and says, "Look, Santa, look what you gave me." I mean, just so great. So add just a little bit more to the story. So we had all the deputies and everything line up, and I was in the centers, and the deputies were around me to take the picture. And it was outside of the building and everything, because they had all kinds of, had snow cones, trucks lined up there, all kind of stuff. I mean, it was a really great crisp thing for all these underprivileged kids. So anyway, so they were going to take pictures of me and the deputies and everything together. So we had us all put together, and the photographers there to take the pictures. And he was outside with his mother, and he broke from his mother, and he came run up to me, right straight up to me, and locked on my leg. And so his mother come up there and got him, and she took him back. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she took him back out there. He broke loose from her again and come running up there and grabbed a hold of me. Second time, the mama picks him up, takes him away. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She gets him back out there. The third time he came running up, I reached down and grabbed a hold of him and picked him up, put him up on my hip and held him there. And I said, take the pictures. He wants to join us, so just take the pictures. So we took all the rest of the pictures with the deputies and everything with me, with the little boy, and I'm holding him the whole time. So he wanted to be with Santa. He wanted to be with Santa. So I have pictures of that, and it will be a memory engraved in my mind. It was really fun.
Cool.
Really a fun time. Yeah.
Hey, Russ, James Parker wants to know if you're going to check to see if you ever got his.
I'll go check. I thought I did show these. All right. I know I've got them. Holy crap. Somebody's been a busy boy.
Let's see.
Oh, I didn't share, did I?
No, you didn't. You're enjoying them, but we haven't seen them yet.
No, not yet anyway.
I'm glad you said something.
I started thinking, what is he looking at?
Well, sorry about that.
Nothing but professionalism here, boys and girls.
See, we don't do you away with the belt like that.
Wrong one.
We've seen this one.
Let's get back over here. I'll figure out how to work this thing in about 2 seconds. Oh, there we go.
Dude.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Craft fair.
Wow.
Yeah. Lots and lots of stuff. I think he went to
He went a craft show. He was at a craft show.
Yeah, thank you. I was
He brought all that stuff.
Show. Yeah, went to a craft show.
Aussie Man says you didn't show his other stuff either.
Well, I'll have to go back and look. Give me a second. What do you mean other stuff?
No, the other
I
stuff.
thought I went through. I like that. Holy crap.
Dude, you've been busy.
Really?
Did you
Where
do
that
well
scroll
at James, did you do well at the craft show?
I love this like platter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trey.
Right here. Huh?
Trey.
Trey. Okay, thank you.
Plate tray, yep.
That's what she's here for.
Yep. To correct me.
I like the bowl right above it. I was trying to do
Yeah.
That's very nice. That's
I
very,
tried to do
look
one
at
of those, but I
this.
failed miserably.
This looks like a sleigh right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost looks like a rocker.
A rocker or a sleigh, one of the two. Yeah, it could be a rocker.
And if
Now
you
I
remember-
know what this vase is, a Steve Good pattern. I can tell you that right now. I recognize it because I've cut several of those. Nice, very nice.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, I told you. He'd come up there the first time I ever met him. He was saying that he wasn't that great of us, couldn't do that good, or whatever, and showed me some of his work. And I'm like, dude, he made $140.
Huh. Not bad.
Not bad for a day's work.
Heck no, that's pretty good. I love that. That's pretty. Roses for you. Happy Mother's Day. Very pretty.
I like that pattern.
Yep. Jeez, it just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, that's a sleigh. Now, the angle, I can see it's a sleigh.
Yeah, it's a sleigh.
I like that.
Look at the fan in the background. That's some detail back there, buddy, too.
That's a lot of
all of it. I mean, all of it. There's a lot of detail in a lot of this stuff. This box right here, and the one to the left of it.
That fan is a lot of undoing the blade, sticking it through the next hole, redoing the
Oh
blade.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
I get frustrated after 3 or 4 times. I get bored.
All right. Who else was I supposed to see?
Aussie Man says you didn't show all of his.
Well, here's what I've got right here, and I only got one from Aussie Man, and there's only 2 pictures in that, and I showed that one, and I showed that one. So apparently I didn't get, because it starts off with Rick St. Louis, Leonard Davis, Jared Farnsworth. I think I showed his, didn't I? Yep, the Thor hammer.
Yeah.
James Parker. I didn't skip. Somehow I did skip over James. I'm sorry about that, James. Glad you. Then there's Aussie Man, Brenda Gibson, Chris Nealon, and Donald Matthews. And that's Dan Inge. So that's all the emails I have. So I don't know where the others are. If you got time,
send it again.
Yep, you
Brian,
got
Brian Warner says he sent you 2 pictures.
I have to have you guys entertained for a few minutes.
Okay.
Because Santa has to go
visit the reindeer.
Answer the call.
What'd you say, Brenda?
Visit the reindeer.
More like sit on the throne. I mean, Santa chair. I mean, no, real quick, I gotta go. But yeah, I've been sitting here for an hour.
Well, I'll entertain, but it's going to cost you.
Okay. And yes,
A little something extra in your paycheck.
Brian Warner put contest at simplywoodencreations.com. That he stack cuts. James Parker says he stack cuts the fans. In other words, he cuts 2 or 3 blades at a time.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Bill.
That's the way to
a lot of cutting.
Well, it's smart because you can cut 2 or 3, especially if you're cutting, especially 1/8-inch plywood.
Yeah.
You stuck 3 together, and now you've got 3/8 of an inch, and it's easier to cut that thicker wood than it is the thinner wood. To be honest with you. So, Aussie Man says he just sent them again. I'll give me like 5 minutes, and I'll be right back.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be entertained with the comedy stylings of Donald Vlogsify.
Yeah. I don't think they like my jokes.
Here's a project I was working on, tuning in my laser on acrylic.
Are you making yourself an award plaque or something? Oh, cool.
Ooh, nice. Now, is there just one LED down in there, Dixon?
No, there's a little strip.
Oh, there's a strip.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can do different colors.
Before you turned it on, it looked like one of those Flamica awards you would get at work or something, you know? And then I was like, whoa, it's not that. That's neat.
See, this is I was testing this to see. This is why, see the shadows underneath the numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you put masking tape on so you can get a cleaner image. That's from the heat.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't put any masking. I want to see it. Now you can see the shadow right there.
Then you burn on the masking side, or you burn on the plastic side?
You burn on the masking tape side, but you reverse the image because it looks better. It's actually burnt on this side in reverse image.
Oh, okay.
And you put that. You're supposed to put the tape here, reverse the image, and then you burn it like this. Then when you peel it all off and you look through it, now it looks so much better because you're burnt on the opposite side in reverse image.
That's cool.
And then it comes in different. I like the green color. It's got a remote control.
when I open my pub shed, I may have to commission a sign for me for it.
Sure.
Aussie Man has a question for you in the chat, Dixon.
Okay. I'd have to go over to the chat because I'm just using my laptop and I don't have my big screen.
Well, I'd read it, but I don't think I can pronounce it.
Where is he? Let's see, Aussie Man. Question for Dixon about 3D printing. Is there an acetyl Durling wire for them? I don't know what acetyl.
Well, good. I ain't
wire.
the only one stumped.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Print, is there an acetyl Delrin wire? Acetyl Delrin wire for them.
God damn, my mouse is acting up here. Come
I
on.
have no idea what he's asking.
I hate those moments.
Acetyl.
You have to go to Google to figure out what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, but as you get older, you can't. Your bladder doesn't hold it as long as it used to.
That's why you keep the bathroom closer and
Not
closer.
sure what you mean, Aussie Man. With that
Aussie, do
question.
you mean acetyl Delrin? All one word?
Oh,
Type
No,
in the
actually,
chat.
I looked it up. Delrin is 2 words. It's a hyphenated word. Delrin acetyl plastic from DuPont.
Is he talking about 3D printing with
Yep.
Delrin? There's no such thing. Used for bearings. Oh, no. No. ABS is the only thing, or nylon, that you can get that hard.
Yeah.
I
Delrin's
see.
kinda
I
like
see. He's
nylon.
thinking a roll of Delrin plastic for making bearings. You actually print them one piece bearings. PLA has the hardest tensile strength, and then they use PET G because it's a little harder, but it can handle a little higher temperature. And then they 3D print them one piece bearings in ABS, which is actually less tensile strength than PLA, but it can handle way higher temperatures.
OMG.
All right, guys. I didn't get any more. Brian Warner said Delrin is probably too soft. Any more emails?
you
While
can
I
get that
took my little
second
break.
one from Ozzy. That's weird.
When you were gone, Russ, I was showing him my little tuning in both my lasers for my little sign, acrylic sign. Changes different colors, green and
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know. I don't know what is going on with why I'm not receiving his. I got one from him. You would think that I would be able to get the others from him.
I think
Well, it could be everything's on delay because all the storms and stuff last night too.
Well,
From Australia.
I
Could
mean,
be. Depends on
maybe
what
the
route
web
it
is
takes.
working slow. I mean, I got a confirmation email today from my own club for our Christmas party today. I got it right before the show started. The party was this afternoon.
yeah,
So
I've had that happen.
it could be the web is just working slow today. I don't know.
Amazon was down for 1 or 2 days. I wonder if that's because of the storms or servers.
That was before the storms.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember it was I had a couple of purchases from Amazon, and I was checking on them, and I couldn't check on anything. And then when I'd click on something to look at, it was like really, really slow. So then I read the next day that Amazon themselves were having problems. Actually, they didn't say it, but I'm thinking to myself, everybody was on there trying to buy crap.
Yeah.
Their servers got overloaded, so to speak.
Well, the world
Yeah,
deals
you
with
heard about that
crashes.
Amazon warehouse that oh no, it wasn't the Amazon warehouse. I'll take that back. There was a candle factory in Kentucky. I think it was in Mayfield.
Yeah.
and the candle factory got hit by the tornado and collapsed, and they were in there working, and one of the ladies in there working called 911 inside the building, trapped and asking for help. They played the 911 call. She's saying, like, we're in here, we think it was a tornado, we're trapped, come and get us, help us. So, and you can hear people in the background moaning and stuff. So yeah.
I don't mean to laugh. I think you say the candle factory burned down or something. So
yeah, candle factory burned down. No, but I guess they make candles, to sell decorative candles and stuff.
Yeah.
And
It'll be made somewhere.
Yeah,
looked like a pretty good site.
I looked at the picture this morning that they actually posted of the factory, and it's wiped out. I mean, it's there were deaths. Some people lost their lives inside, and some people lived.
Brian Warner would appreciate it if you'd look one more time, because he said that he had a typo in the address.
Oh, okay. It's pretty easy. CON. I used to have a thing around here. Oh.
You can't even spell it.
No, CONTEST. I wanted to bring this up. I should have done this before. CONTEST at simplywoodencreations.com. And I didn't leave out the A in creation.
Exactly. I was going to say, I was looking at yours this afternoon. I'm like, there's something wrong with that email address.
Yep. Contest at simplywoodencreations.com. I said I should. It wasn't that I couldn't spell it. I just happened to realize I had this thing laying over there, and I should have showed it a long time ago. Sometimes I forget about these things. You should remind me. Yes, I will go check one more time before we get off. My wife was saying, y'all ain't over with the show yet? And I said, no, honey, I'll be here in a minute. Oh, I got to tell you this really quick before I even check. So while I was there was this white pug. She is beautiful. She's a puppy, 7 months old. And I need all of y'all, the next time that I post something, put on the post, Nancy, let Russ have jingles. Because she was so sweet. She's 7 months old. She's beautiful. She's white. She's got some brown on her butt. She's been spayed. And I really came close that day to taking her home. Really. And when I was going through some of the pictures, she was in the pictures. And I was like, dang. Yeah, just for some reason that dog just reached out to me. So
what's the dog's name?
Jingles.
Jingles.
Yeah, and so she was talking to her Ashley, our daughter, and she goes like, "Yeah, when he was at the Bully Project, he met this dog, and he really liked this dog, and." We already talked about we're not going to have any more animals, but he really liked this dog. And I said, yeah, and I got a picture of him. So she walked over and she held her phone up to my computer screen, and I had the picture of the dog, and her daughter went, oh.
Okay.
She goes, Mom,
message sent.
Santa needs jingles. Come on, let Santa have jingles. Can you imagine him taking him to some of the things and taking jingles along? Only thing else he would name like Jangles if he could get one Jangles, and take them along with him.
There you go.
So really, yeah. So
the message has been sent.
Yep. So anyway, it was Jingles. She's very pretty, very, and she was very, very sweet little puppy. Very sweet little puppy. All right, let me check. Yes.
Aussie Man just said to please check your spam folder because that's where his email went once before.
Okay, I will do that. Hold on, let me check that first. What don't make sense if it went to the spam folder? Hell, I can't even find my spam folder. Where the hell is my spam folder?
Look in your spam folder for it.
It only gets worse.
All downhill.
I'm serious. Did I delete
all downhill?
Did I delete the spam folder?
We didn't remind you of that sign you have, that Simply Creations with your address, because we didn't want you to forget that you would have to go to the restroom later.
All right. First off, let me do this one here. A Heirloom Game Calls sent me. Let me go back over here where I can share. I'm telling you, old timers is catching up.
Yep.
Every time this thing gets right in my way of where I need to go. All right, so Heirloom Game Calls.
All right,
Oh,
we
yeah.
can see them. Sweet.
Santa's Magic Key. Cool. Oh, there's some nice stuff. Actually, it's easier if I do it this way.
Just what I need, some more ideas.
All right, I'll have to go get mine real quick.
Yeah, oh, those are cool. I like the Grinch and Max.
Yep, the Grinch and Max. 2020 was the struggle was real. Okay. You show me where the spam folder is.
Right there.
Oh, there.
Right
That
there.
time it went down. I did that 3 times and it didn't go down. Let's see if it's in there. Yes, it is. There's another one. Oh, this actually is spam.
That's a
But
good
it's a good
opportunity.
opportunity.
He's an investment broker. Did you not read the email? Come on.
It all has to route through China first.
Right.
All right. So this is the last one he sent. So let's do it this way. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we
Cool.
go.
Dude.
Nice. Sweet.
I don't know why your stuff, Bill. I don't know why your stuff goes to spam. That's beautiful.
Because it's coming from Australia. We can't. They was prisoners down there to begin with.
I need to on contest. I need to add him to my address book, and I think that would stop it.
Or you should be able to just click not spam on the
Yeah.
email.
Yeah.
On that.
Maybe
on
we'll
that.
try that after I get through with this.
God, I want to try doing something like that.
Boy, that's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
That's crazy.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, aren't those cool?
Wow.
my mind can't even
Can you-
visualize how that's made.
Can you imagine being in the 70s and going over to your friend's house and them having the joint sitting on top of this, and you go like, far out, dude.
Exactly. That's the only way I'm going to be able to cut that out.
Or I shouldn't say the joint. I should say the bong.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
the
at the
bong sitting
balusters
on
on the table behind them too.
Yeah, the bong sitting on that thing, and they'd be going like, far out, dude. And no, I am not a pot smoker. I worked for the fire department for 30 years. I got drug tested all the time. I never smoked pot in my entire life.
That
Put
just
the
means you
fire
didn't
out.
get caught.
Well then.
No, I did. I can honestly say, I can swear on a Bible, I've never smoked pot. But I'm just brought that up, that little curly Q thing. I thought that would be like, oh, that's nice. That's a
Wow,
cane.
yeah, really.
I got tested, and they said you're eating too many donuts.
That's nice. Okay, so you say I go in here, and how do I say this is not spam?
Report not spam.
Well, here's all my options.
Otherwise, go over it with the mouse and right click and see if any options come up. Right click once you're over his thing and say, "Can you
Nope.
unspam him or anything?"
Nope.
All right. I'll have to
Maybe
look
if
for
you
it.
reply back
I can
to
now. I can move this here. Let's see what's up here. Mark as unread. Mark as unread. Filter like these. I can move it. Move to inbox.
Right there, just to your left, it says not spam. Keep
Just
going
where?
left. It says not spam right at the
Going.
top. Keep going left. Keep going.
Ah,
There you go.
Right there.
Oh, it's right in front of us all, too. Good eye, Paul.
Bang.
all right, here. Let's do this one. Not spam. All right, we'll see if that
Went to your
correct.
inbox.
Maybe we'll solve that problem. You see, you give
There
this
we
show enough time, we will solve all the problems in the world.
Yep. Thank you.
Everybody
I
may
don't know.
be dead, but we'll get it done.
Exactly.
I could just well, hopefully that does it because he's right. But here's the weird thing about it. How come I got the one
Yeah.
at 5:02 this afternoon or whatever, and and didn't get those? I don't understand what's the difference, or the first one or whatever.
Beats us. That's the one problem we can't solve.
Yeah, I don't understand that. All right, real quick, let me run and go get it because I got to show off.
Okay,
Oh,
did
we
anybody
gotta
send
entertain
Nancy a
ourselves.
message? Send
Night,
Nancy a
Jimbo.
message. Let Rusty get the dog.
We have to entertain ourselves again. Good
Like I
night,
said,
everyone.
spend your time messaging Nancy so Russ can have a dog. I sent it. What's that? Oh, cool. An old racing coach of mine got it inducted into the Hall of Fame. Very cool.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah,
Sorry about that, but
very cool.
this is not the Christmas. This is one of the
Make yourself
customized.
bigger. Make yourself bigger.
This is one of the customized ornaments that I make.
Can he get much bigger than he is? I mean, he's just
That's good, Chris.
Wow.
That's good.
Wow.
Should I
Usually
put it
it's
over here.
Paul
Oh,
giving the
it actually
jab.
looks
I
better
know
right
it. I know it.
There, put it closer to the camera. Wow, looks nice.
I like that. Neat.
Look
That's
at
off
the
the
little
laser?
stars.
Yes, this was done with a laser.
Well,
You can
sure,
see
look at-
because see
look at-
how
Yeah.
it's funny.
Look
It
at the
doesn't
stars.
matter if I prime. I don't know what the burning part of a laser does to the wood, but it does not want to take paint.
Have you sanded the edges over?
I've
Like that?
sanded them and I've used kills, and that black still wants to bleed through.
That's why they charcoal. That's that system when you put they charcoal boards and they charcoal them because nothing can wreck it.
Yeah,
you know,
they're
and then they
like-
put it on the outside of a building.
Yeah.
Yes,
They
I know
tar
what you're
it.
talking. The Japanese or Chinese, whoever
Yep.
invented that, where they burn the
Yep.
boards and then
Yep.
put them up, and they never decay. In other words, they don't have to
Yep.
do anything to them.
Yeah,
Alright,
you
so
have to
this is-
sand them to get that to take paint. You have to actually sand
This
that
is
char off.
my Santa's magic
They were
key,
nice.
Neat.
and then this is the tag
Looks just like you.
that goes with it. It says, "We do not have a chimney for you to use, as you can see. We still want you to visit, though, so we've made you this magic key. So tonight, we will leave it where you can see, so you can put our presents underneath our Christmas tree. We want to thank you for whatever you may leave, and we wish you the very best Christmas Eve." And there's a hole up here and a hole here, and you tie this with a ribbon, and then you just hang it over a limb on the Christmas tree.
Cool.
And you
I
wake
made-
up
I
in
made
the
a-
morning and the
I
Amazon
3D
driver
printed a
ticket.
magic. I 3D printed a magic key one time. I took a snapshot of a key for all the exit emergency doors at work, and I 3D printed it, and it worked.
Sure, that went over well.
So that was my magic key. And Jim, I never got yours, and yours weren't in the spam folder either. So, yeah, Jim said he sent me some, and
I believe he sent them to Russ at Simply Wooden Creations
oh, he did.
because he can't follow directions.
Russ, Nancy
Oh.
just says she wants the cat to live out his days peacefully. That's why you can't have the dog.
Yeah. Well, it's too late as of now to try to go through, and I just looked again, and it's not. It's too late now. So we'll show them again, Jim.
Yeah.
All right, we're running out of time. My wife's wanting to know what the heck's taking us long. It's 9:35. Holy crap! So the cat.
It's only 8:35.
Yep. Thank you all. Nancy wants a ferret. Who puts out that? Jim put out that out there. Yeah, Nancy wants a ferret. So thank y'all all for being out there. Sorry about if we missed you. And like I said, we don't never do it intentionally. And I know somebody that said every time they posted one time, all he heard was crickets. I blame that on Dixon Hoffman because his damn
Those
phone.
are professionally trained crickets. Okay?
That's my wife.
Every time Dixon's damn phone rang, it was crickets. So every time that poor guy tried to ask a question, Dixon's phone rang. I blame it on Dixon.
That was my wife texted me. It's a cricket, and see, look, now I turn it off every time before the show.
He got so mad at me, he don't watch the show no more.
I know. I had to explain to you. I think I had explained to you that. Oh yeah, that's my wife texted me, so I forgot to put it on mute.
He swore to God that we were playing crickets only when he.
Well, you know, if you're gonna take the heat, you might as well own it. Okay.
It was funny. I did look at the video, and it happened twice when he said something.
Yeah.
It was a coincidence. So now I turned my phone off. It's like, oh my God, that guy was right. A cricket would go.
Guy swore that we played crickets because we didn't want to answer his
oh man,
question.
I seen the comments.
Yeah. So he goes, I know y'all have y'all's favorites, and I'm not one of them, so I don't want to watch anymore.
Geez, I wonder why you're not a favorite.
Yeah. But
When he
anyway.
said that
All
last
right.
one, I forgot to have the cricket run.
All right. So we gotta get. We're not lying. This really happened. Somebody got really mad at me about that situation. So. And I didn't know what the heck he was talking about. And I did the same thing Dixon did. I went back and watched that video. I'm like, holy crap, it's crickets. And it was Dixon's phone that was doing it.
The wife would text me, and all of a sudden he would say something in the comments, and then it would go.
And he got pissed.
Sometimes you just can't win. No matter what you do, you can't win.
Oh, I got to rub my eyes. I'm crying. I'm laughing. We didn't do it intentionally, I swear. We did not do it intentionally, and I felt sorry. And I tried my best to talk to the guy, but it was just like, yeah, he was over it. So I'm like, all right, there's nothing else I can do. Anyway, we got to go. Yeah, people are saying, sing it, Russ. So you know they want me to get the hell out of here. So anyway, we got to go. So all right, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brenda and Chris and Donald and Paul and Dixon and Jim for all being on it. Jim's up in, where are you? Up in the Pennsylvania or something somewhere, ain't you?
No, we're in Louisville,
Tennessee.
Yep.
Kentucky.
Oh, wow,
Kentucky.
you ain't too far from them tornadoes.
No, it was rough last night.
Wow.
Windy and
Well, you better be glad you
thunder
didn't
and,
get.
yeah.
He was
Yeah,
at the
no
museum.
Yeah. All right, so we got to get out of here, but thank all y'all, and thank all y'all for out there in the chat. I appreciate you so very much. Come back next week. We're going to have the Christmas show next week, and I'll be giving away 3 prizes. Listen, if you're too darn busy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're just too darn busy. Just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Here's
Go
my hair.
flat that time. Oh.
Thank you very much for watching, and God bless.
Night, everybody.
Night. Remember Al.
Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Hope you're happy and safe, Al. Love you.